vs ATv Reflex is still one of my favorite games to this day, man. It's such a good game and I love coming back and playing it, and there's still new content being pushed for this game. Not from the developers, but on the custom track side of things. So the community absolutely kills it, and it's crazy to see a game that is like 9 years old, maybe almost 10 years old, have such a strong community that like it's still going, it's still kicking, and we're still getting new tracks for the game. Today I'm going to be hopping in and checking out a bunch of tracks from Red Rider. His link will be down in the description, as well as links to all of the tracks that we check out. It's Reflex, man. I don't think you can go wrong with MX vs ATv Reflex, so let's get right into the video. Okay guys, so while I load in to the first track here, what I need you guys to do is go down, smash that thumbs up button for me, throw any comments down below in the comments section, subscribe if you guys are new, and let's play some Daytona. So, all of the tracks, like I mentioned, are done by Red Rider 197, and we're gonna start things off here on Daytona. So Daytona, man, this is a replica of the 2019 Daytona Supercross track, and guys, I'm not gonna lie, I have lost my reflex touch. That was like perfect timing. That was actually perfect for me to crash right there. But these tracks by Red Rider are done so well. And it's crazy that like custom tracks are at the level where like you cannot really tell the difference between them and these stock tracks in the game. Of course, the track editors or the track creators are kind of limited within the editors. Like there's not really even a track editor for this game. Like even that's been community built. So yeah, it's actually crazy to think about when you start like looking into how all of the Reflex custom tracks came about and everything, and I cannot hit any rhythms. And there are still a few people working on custom tracks for this game, so it's not like the game is absolutely dead. Of course, there's no like online tournaments or anything going on like there used to be, but the game is far from dead. And I think it's tracks like this, I mean, Red Rider being able to come in and create, I mean, like 4 different tracks here that we're checking out in today's video. It's more content, it's new content, it's fresh content, and it keeps the game going. It keeps me wanting to come back and play more and more of this game, especially when like the game is so good itself. Man, I just think of like Supercross 2 with a crazy track editor where you can actually get like very creative with it and do stuff like this. Like I think the track editors we see these days are so limited, and one thing that Reflex had going for it is everything was community based and community built. So basically all the softwares and stuff for track editing, I mean, they weren't perfect. I'm sure the track creators could find 5,000 ways to make them better, but the process they had it down to be able to create exactly, I mean, for the most part, what they wanted to create, and that's huge. I just feel like the track editors in the games we're getting these days are so limited. And it's not only Red Rider still making tracks, there are a few people that are, I mean, within the community still kicking, making tracks and pushing out content, and man, it goes a long way when you can play custom tracks and new tracks every time you load into a game. So yeah, this is Daytona. Really well done. I think it's pretty spot on. Like, I don't really know what the 2019 track looked like, to be honest, and I keep messing this section up. But I'm just gonna assume he did a good job with the replica, and I mean, the track plays so good. Like, even if it's not a spot on replica, it is pretty much a perfect track in my opinion. Man, the Goonzig. This next one we're checking out is a replica of 2019 Minneapolis. So this track, it's pretty fun. Pretty much every track we're checking out today, I absolutely love them. I find them a ton of fun. I actually played all of these tracks on stream just to kind of get a feel for what's going down, and man, it was a ton of fun playing them on stream. I was like, I have to make a video on them to get them out there and show people that Reflex, man, the tracks we get, the creators, Everyone is dedicated to it, and man, the game is so good. I absolutely love it. But guys, if you haven't already, make sure to go down and click the link in the description to check out the Once Company. Oppose nothing, conquer everything. It's the motto, man. It's the motto to live by. Go ahead, grab some merch as I case these jumps. Each time I case a jump, that better be one item of merch purchase. If you guys don't already follow me on Instagram, go and give me a follow at Goonzig Productions. If you just type in Goonzig, it should come up. Toss me a follow. I pretty much follow everybody back. And guys, the final thing for promo is about 7. You guys guessed it. So 7MX, if you guys are looking at getting any riding gear, apparel, or anything, go ahead and use code Goonzig7 for 10% off. Use the code, guys, save some money. And yeah, this is Minneapolis. This track's so fun. This track, out of all the tracks that we're gonna play today, I would say this one is, in my opinion, the most difficult. It is the hardest track to find like your flow and nail the lines on. This triple is massive. It is a huge triple, so you have to be on it to make that. This section here is actually not that hard to get through. That's probably the easiest section on the track. Now, you cross over the start straight here, you then hook this left, across the start straight again, and then here, there's actually a triple quad line that I can't make. I made it like twice on stream. Maybe I'll pull the clip for you guys just to show you that it is possible, but it's a tough line. It is possible, but it is tough. But once again, a very well done track, and I think the thing is, I think the reason why I like these tracks so much is like they ride really, really well. They ride well, they play well, they flow well, and they look visually appealing as well. As I jump off track to do some donuts, man, it was all planned. That was the whole point. That was my point of jumping off track right there. Now after Minneapolis, we have Seattle. In this track, once again, really well done by Red Rider. It flows good, it plays good, it looks good. This first corner throws me off every single time. 180ing back this way, I never expect it every time I play the track. Now, out of the 4 tracks we are playing here today, I would say that this one probably sits in second for difficulty, just because there are some bigger, faster lines that you can bust out, but I mean, being able to do that is the hard part. Red Rider told me that you can actually rail this and jump on to that table. I cannot do it because I'm a goon, but it is possible, I guess. The whoop section. This is probably the killer part of the track. The rest of the track, you don't need to be perfect to make it through. You can survive, but there, man, the whoops, I pretty much end up losing all of my speed every time I get into that whoop section, but you get a gnarly little triple quad. We almost made it into this section, and you can actually triple quad here as well, but I can't. I really wish I could hit the big lines for you guys. They're difficult. They really are. On the gas, whip glitch failed, mission failed, guys. I'm just gonna double into this corner and carry on with my day. Jumped right off the track. Alright, 54.76 being our fastest lap right now. I think all we have to do is, I mean, stay consistent and we'll probably beat it. I'm gonna double to here, and then what can we do? Actually, I probably should have just sent it. The whoop section is so killer. I cannot stay on top of them. I always end up getting this bounce through them. That time we actually made it through not too bad. I can't complain about that run. And then through this section we need to get the double. Oh, okay, it didn't happen. It didn't happen, and that's gonna ruin my lap. I almost guarantee it. I'm gonna stop right here because I realized I said earlier that you could triple quad in the previous section here with this tabletop. There are not enough jumps for you to be able to do that, so you definitely double quad, not triple quad. I thought I would just mention that because I'm sure there's gonna be someone in the comments going, "Hey man,
there's no triple quad there, it's a double quad." And
I know, guys, my bad.
This is Radio Master Goonzig reporting back to mainland. I repeat, Houston, we have a problem.
And this track here is Houston. You guys guessed it, 2019 Houston by Red Rider. So honestly, killer tracks by Red Rider. The replicas, I think replicas are probably harder to make than, I mean, like your own track, you know what I mean? Like trying to make something that is a replica that actually feels and plays like a replica is difficult, and I've said it a few times in, previous videos and stuff like that. Once you actually try to create a track, that's when you gain the respect and like the approval of these track creators, because like until you go and try and do it for yourself, you don't know what it takes, and then the moment you step into that world, you're like, wow, it is difficult. Like, I promise you, it is not easy. I could probably spend hours and hours and hours trying to do it, and my track would be nothing like Red Rider's. Like, he has absolutely killed it. Definitely one of like the grandfathered track creators at this point. So, huge shout out to Red Rider. He actually hit me up and told me about the tracks. I don't know why, I just totally blanked on Reflex Custom Tracks recently. So this track, out of all of them, I would say I don't really know how I feel about it, just because I can't get into that flow and hit hot laps. But at the same time, it's still a really well done track. It's mainly this section here that I can't really figure out, although there, I didn't really get through it that fast, but we did get through pretty clean. And then we get through the whoops, little double into the corner, and then this section as well. I never really know what to do. Kind of a double, triple, and then a quad up and over the two tables, and then double into the corner. I don't really like that, but it works. I just feel like on this track, I'm missing all of the big lines. Like, I feel like if the fast guys were on these tracks, I would be like one step behind on every section. We can triple here. I know that was the first time I've hit that in this video, so there's the triple. 59.62 is our fastest lap so far. But I'm just gonna come down here, bust out a little whip, and that is gonna be it for this video, guys. 4 tracks from Red Rider. We had Daytona, we had Minneapolis, we had Seattle, and then we just checked out Houston. And of course, if you guys have the Reflex overlay, the track overlay, you can go ahead and just sort by author, and then all of Red Rider's tracks will show up when you scroll down to the R's. There he is. And then you can go off of the dates to see which tracks are his newest, and there's the names there if you want to check out Daytona, Minneapolis, Seattle, or Houston. I will also link everything down below. Shout out to Red Rider for making some fantastic tracks, man. I feel like as a content creator, especially when I do videos like this where I'm just playing like tracks that other people have spent hours and hours and hours creating, I really do feel like it's necessary to kind of like push that content creator. Like, Red Rider, man, mad respect to you. I know you probably spent hours working on those tracks, and hard work pays off, man. You did a fantastic job. And track creators always get kind of like thrown under the bus, you know what I mean? Like, they are the workers in the back that like no one really notices. So the track creators definitely need some more recognition here with everything. Reflex, Supercross, everything. Because custom tracks, custom content, user created content can keep games alive. Look at Descenders. Descenders would be such a like small game, but now that they're starting to expand and open up and bring in these custom tracks and custom maps, it's gonna change the ball game and make it a whole different playing field. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, smash the thumbs up. Check out the tracks if you guys do love playing some Reflex. I'll catch you in another video. Peace out.